Hi, and welcome to Homeschool Advice with Laura Geis. I'm Laura Geis, author of the Homeschool Toolkit and founder of HomeschoolAdviceOnline.com. This week a mother wrote in and asked me, "At the end of the day, I am exhausted, but I don't feel like I've accomplished anything. Is something wrong with me?" My guess is that nothing is wrong with you, but I've noticed that as a stay-at-home mom, all the things I do get undone in sometimes just a matter of minutes. Think about it. You fix a meal for your family, a few hours later, they're hungry again. You wash the clothes, a little bit later, they're dirty again. Or my favorite one is we have a sliding glass door for our back door. I wash that thing off and it doesn't normally last an hour before I've got fingerprints all over it again. So it can seem like we're not accomplishing anything because a lot of the things we do are undone so quickly. But sometimes when you feel like you're not accomplishing anything, I've noticed that it's because maybe you have a few things out of balance. And I talk about this in my book, The Homeschool Toolkit, but I thought I'd go over a few of these things with you in the coming month. The first thing that we get out of balance in is preparing versus reacting to things. Now, what do I mean by that? Preparing is you go into your day knowing what you want to accomplish. You have a plan. My husband goes into his store, and if he gets there early, he can kind of map out his day. But if he arrives just a few minutes late and the store is swarmed with customers, he is reacting all day. Everyone's pulling him in different directions. He's not really driving his own train, if that makes any sense. So I'd like to give you some tips on how you can be more prepared so that you're not reacting all day, and that does give you a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day. So I have 4 tips for you. The first one is to know what you want to accomplish. When you wake up in the morning, write down, these are the most important things I need to accomplish today. And those are in the areas of your schooling, your housework, if there's any personal development things that you're working on, some personal goals that you have. Write those things down. Have a plan every day. That way, at the end of the day, you can look back at your list and say, oh yeah, I did accomplish these things today. If it's written down, it's pretty black and white. Yeah, you did get something done. The second thing is say no to distractions. It's so easy when you're home to get distracted by things. I know one thing that really distracts me is email. I go in, first of all, just checking the email is distracting, and sometimes I'm doing it when I really should be doing something else. But another thing is when I sit down at the computer and a big juicy news story comes across the screen and I'm curious about that and I have to read about that, and I just get all caught up in things that I shouldn't really waste my time on. So one thing I've done to eliminate some of that is I have 2 email addresses, and one I give to my kids' coaches and things like that. Those are the emails that I would check on a daily basis. But if I'm out shopping and someone asks for my email or something like that, I give them the second email, and I check that one maybe once or twice a week. That's where kind of all the spam, the junk mail goes. And so that's really helped me stay focused when I am checking the email. Another thing is the television. My husband likes to watch the news, and I'll get all caught up in a news story. I just have to keep the television off because it's very distracting for me. And sometimes, even while I'm putting laundry away, I'll be in my little boy's room and I'll notice, oh, their toy boxes, you know, heaping over. I need to clean out that toy box, and I can't stop right then and do it. That's a distraction. That wasn't on my plan for the day. So try to eliminate some distractions and you'll have more time to get things accomplished. Number 3 is use systems to generate efficiency. For example, in the morning, do you have a routine that you follow every morning? This is when we eat breakfast, this is when we get dressed, this is when I get a shower. Have some kind of routine in place for that. How do you begin your school day? Is there a certain, do you get out the flag and say the pledge? Do you start with a prayer? What subject do you normally start with? How do you end the school day? What's the dinner hour look like? What's the bedtime routine? And build some of these routines into your day, because that frees up your mind. You don't have to think so hard about things. And then number 4, don't hide from bigger issues with busyness. I know I had a friend once, and it was very sad. She had 5 children, and her husband left her. And on the nights she had the kids, she would plan something to do. She would go out to dinner with friends. She joined a volleyball league. She was always on the go. And it was her way of avoiding what was happening in her life. She just wanted to escape from it. And sometimes we might have a big issue in our life, and we just escape from it by keeping ourselves really busy. So if you're just having problems, you feel like you're busy all the time but you're not getting anything done, is there some bigger issue that maybe you need to deal with so that you don't feel that need to be busy all the time? So I hope some of these ideas help you. If you'd like some more homeschooling helps, check out my book, The Homeschool Toolkit. It's available on Amazon.com, and I will see you next time.